Welcome back to Cyclone Broadcasting. I'm Tristan Wisenut.
And I'm Mary Stratton. Coming up next month is the ACT testing for all juniors. I spoke to RHS counselor Ms. Barker to get more information. How can students prepare academically to take this test next month?
Oh, they just need to listen to what their teachers say. They need to take care of their homework and relax going into the test. They know the information. Some people get very much anxious during testing, and you just need to relax, and you know what you need to know. Our teachers have prepared them.
So some colleges are moving towards GPA rather than test scores. So should this test be a stress point for students?
Yes, I think any test should be a stress point, but not a stressor. It's important to do your best on everything you do, whether that be your GPA or the ACT or the SAT.
The average English test score is 18 and the average math is 17.8. Do you think this is a problem with teachers across Arkansas?
I do. I don't feel like it's just our school. I do believe it is across Arkansas and probably across the nation.
Can you tell us what the test will look like the day that students will take it?
Sure. Hopefully students will come in with their computers charged and with their computer. And they'll go to their testing room, which we will tell them before we're there to be testing. And that's it. They'll log in and that'll be it.
How long will the test take?
It'll take most of the morning, up until lunchtime.
What's one last piece of advice you would leave for students?
Please get a good night's sleep. Get a good breakfast if you can. Make sure your laptop is charged. Have everything laid out the night before. Have your backpack already settled. Know what you're going to wear. It's just so you get up and there's no stressors in the morning. And you come to school and you ace the test.
Up next, we have a preview for the Cyclone Broadcasting new series, Occupation Exploration, led by Allie Laura. By highlighting the industries in the River Valley, she gains to provide details about the different career paths. First, we visit Holly Hall in the H.E. Neal water treatment plant to hear more about her profession and the impact in the River Valley.
Check out the first episode of Cyclone Broadcasting's new show, Occupation Exploration. This series promotes in-demand jobs within the community. We spoke with Holly Hall and Randy Bradley to get an in-depth look into City Corporation, the place where we get our clean drinking water from.
Junior Nadea Fassler speaks to us about a club known as HOSA offered here at RHS. Let's hear more.
Okay, so Health Occupant Students of America, I take members and we compete in different health topics such as veterinary sciences and clinical nursing and a broad range of things, even dental science and psychology. And we compete at state, and then depending on there you can go to nationals. So once you decide what you want to compete in, I talk to you about kind of what you're interested in, what do you want to be when you're older, and just your different interests in healthcare, and I set you up with a competition or you pick one on your own. And then after you pick one, I set you up with different study materials, with either books or Quizlets. A lot of Quizlets have been very helpful. And from there, you have to log 5 study sessions with Coach Fuller. And once you log them and we ensure that you actually know what you're doing and you've been really trying and putting forth the effort, then we go and you compete in a test, or you either put together like a portfolio depending on what you're competing in. And through that, I got to job shadow at a local clinic. I got to do one in Darnell, and I job shadowed with Dr. Noonan and got to spend the day at his clinic and got to learn different skills like intramuscular injections, intravenous injections, and just a lot of different hands-on medical stuff and learning how a clinic runs and the interaction within it. If you just take the time to learn a little bit about it, we get to spend a fun day in Hot Springs and make some connections with people also interested in healthcare. And last year we got to watch a surgery on ACL repair, and there's just a lot of different involvement stuff where it can be fun. We can give back to the community, and just we're working on different community involvement, community service, and it's not just sitting and studying. There's just a lot more involvement within it. Talk to me, basically come up to me and be like, hey, I want to join HOSA, and I will put you down so we could do it next year, and I can talk to you about what you're interested in. And once we find that out, I can just give you material so you can learn more about it and be more involved with the club.
If you've been staying up to date on our socials, you might have seen our new Cyclone shout-outs. Shout out to senior Sarah Lomax for signing with the University of Central Arkansas stunt team, Lady Cyclone and Cyclone Bowling, who have been doing great in their season, as well as Makai Foster, who broke the school record in the 60-meter hurdle, at the Arkansas High School Invitational, which took place at the University of Arkansas. If you are a student at RHS and would like a shout out based on your academic, arts, or athletic accomplishments, send us a DM.
Wishing a big congratulations to all our RHS students who made the cast of the spring musical Mamma Mia. You can view the full cast list on the Cyclone Theater Instagram page, Troop 7260.
Cyclone Bowling won the 5A Conference Championship with Landon Foley as the overall gold medalist and Caleb Malin as the silver. Lady Cyclone Abby Quos made all-conference and qualified for state as an individual. We want to wish Cyclone Swim good luck at their meet tomorrow. The meet is at home, so come and support your classmates. Also wishing good luck to all Cyclones participating in All-State Choir, All-State Jazz Band, and All-State Band and Orchestra auditions.
Cyclone baseball season is approaching fast with their very first game on February 22nd. Our sports producer Drew Hill interviewed junior Russ Martin about his expectations for the year and what he's looking forward to as an Arkansas baseball commit.
What was the primary difference going from a small school like Rosebud to a big school?
Well, more people. That's probably the main difference. And the conference is just, I haven't played in it yet, but from what I've heard and what I've seen and the people that I know, the conference is just like so much more better.
Are there any big takeaways from moving up?
At Rosebud, being a smaller school, there wasn't many people behind me, like in relief or whatever. So my coach would have me go full games throwing. And here I know we have multiple people that can come in if needed. So I don't have to stress my arm too much. So.
What really made you want to commit to the Arkansas Razorbacks?
I mean, it's home. I mean, growing up in Arkansas, it's probably every single baseball player's dream to play for the Razorbacks. I mean, Coach Van Horn being literally the father of college baseball, basically. I mean, one of the best coaches there is. Just a great staff. Also, I committed like later than a lot of my friends did that committed there. So I just seen that there was a bunch of people going there that I knew and that I had grown up with. So I mean, felt like a pretty good choice to me.
What do you anticipate the biggest change going from high school to college will be?
Definitely the amount of work put in. I mean, here, changing high schools was completely different. Like at my old school, we didn't start practices till about 10 days before season because every baseball player played basketball. But I mean, from here to college, I mean, we'll go from 2 hours a day here to 5 or 6 hours a day in college working out. And I mean, schoolwork will probably be like the hardest thing to adapt to.
How does it make you feel that you're going from a school like Russellville to a top 10 team in college baseball?
I mean, it's kind of scary, honestly, because you think like you have something special, but there's another one of those at each school in the state that is going to Arkansas. Like, when I show up on campus, there won't be anybody throwing below 90. So, I mean, I'll basically become an average pitcher there until I show something that will make me like a Friday night starter.
Also gearing up for the season is Cyclone softball. Ava Brock interviewed Tiara Crawley to hear more about the team.
What's the culture like on the team? We see what it's like on the field and we see what it's like on practice, but what's it like when you're in the huddle and no one else hears what's going on?
I would say that it is very good. We all think the same. We all have the same mindset. We all get along very well and try to get the same output.
You've been here for now 4 years. Have you seen any changes in that?
I would say it's just getting progressively better for the team overall. And we've adapted to coach changes and good players leaving and new players coming. So I think it's going pretty great.
And what's got you most excited for the season?
I think that with new players coming up and us getting along a lot better this year than we did last year, season should be pretty good.
Cyclone Swim is over halfway done with their season. Mary Stratton interviewed senior Maddie Ritchie to discuss the meet so far, as well as their time on the team.
So like from the very first meet, everyone was very new. There was lots of people that have swam before, but lots of people that haven't. And I feel like throughout the season we've really improved, and I'm just really excited for state and everything. So we practice every single day, 3 to 5 or 3:30 to 5:30, depending on if you're in 8th period swim. I feel like it's a very big commitment because even on breaks and stuff, you have to practice every single day. And I feel like lots of sports don't do that, so it's definitely a bigger commitment. So my mom used to coach the Boys and Girls Club team, and I started going to the pool and attending practices when I was 3 years old. I started competitively swimming when I was 5, and I just fell in love with it. What I'm gonna miss most is probably the dynamic that we have and how close we are. It's a very team sport, but it's also very individual. So while we're all together, there's not a lot of drama because you're really doing your own thing. I think we're gonna do really good, honestly. Right now, the girls are ranked 1st in state and the boys are ranked 3rd, but it's really all about that conference and state meet. And I feel like we could definitely get our 4th state championship and the boys can get their 3rd.
Keep an eye on our social media for a new coaches show with Coach Johnson and Coach Chenault with our very own Tristan Wisnot. With Cyclone Broadcasting, I'm Abel Eppington.